In the previous episode, I travelled from Sydney to Apollo Bay on the Great Ocean Road in Victoria on an epic 3-day motorcycle trip. For two reasons. Number one, I wanted to try the scallop pies from the Apollo Bay bakery. And number two, I was meeting up with the Everything Caravan and Camping What's Up Downunder Trip of a Lifetime crew. In this episode, we go out on the first of many mystery adventures that we only find out about on the day. And today, you'll see exactly what it is shortly. Alright, it has been revealed. We're going fishing. We're here with Endless Aussie Adventures, and some of us do get seasick, so this will be an interesting trip. We've got the crew up ahead, walking down to the boat now. Let's see what the day has in store. The first stop was only a very short trip from the harbour itself. It was out to the seal colony. Now there were hundreds of seals on this little island, and it was awesome to see even a couple of the little pups having a play before we turned around and head further to sea. Tom did say to wear a raincoat today. I didn't believe him. Tom, you're right, mate. Right, how far along have we come, Captain?
We've come about 20 kilometres down the coast.
Yeah, felt like a long way.
Yeah.
It's a wet old ride.
I thought we'd get some protection in this bay here from the wind, but it's still pretty windy. It is meant to get better as
the day goes on.
Yeah.
And what sort of fish are we
so we're just on the edge of a reef and sand system here, so we're fishing for snapper that hang around the edges of the reef.
Nice, I like a good snapper.
And we catch a mixed variety on the reef, so we could catch anything. Perfect. You got him?
Yeah. But what an awesome little trip. We didn't catch much. We all caught one, but most of them were thrown back. One snapper for the family for dinner, but the experience was absolutely awesome. Apollo Bay fishing charters. The captain was great, shared his knowledge, took us some cool spots, saw seals. Great day in all. Time to head back to camp for some lunch, I think. But what a day. Trip of a lifetime, all right. Can't wait to see what's coming up next. Oh, it's a cracker day here in Apollo Bay. So I thought I'd cook up a little bit of a feast this afternoon, so let's go and get some ingredients for Foodworks. I'm feeling maybe beef skewers.
A small amount of blue lint in my pocket if you require it for the dish. Okay. Call it Adrian.
Already back on wherever you are.
And I know everyone at home sitting there going, That's not going to work. It's made of cardboard and B&B. Well, I'm about to prove you wrong. They do. Yeah, right.
As long as it's getting in my belly.
What's your signature dish? What's your go-to? If you had to feed someone and someone didn't say you've got to cook this?
I'm a big
what
fan
may
of
have happened
a
today?
lamb roast.
Yeah, right.
I love a lamb roast.
Who doesn't?
With cauliflower grunt. Alright team, it's a bit of a wet and cold day, but we're here. Next adventure looks like it is a treetop climbing adventure, I would say. How good do those Silverados look? Man, what good looking trucks they are. So today's adventure, we're at Treetop's Adventure, and I'm not doing this one. There are all the families and kids are jumping on board with this, but I've got something in store this afternoon that apparently I need to stay dry for. But I'll still take you and show you some of this because it looks like a whole lot of fun. I've always wanted to do a bit of zip lining. It won't be today, but certainly in the future, maybe when I go back to Hawaii. Good luck.
Thanks, Rob.
May the force be with you.
Oh my God, I need it. I need all the force.
You know, Ricky. That looked like a whole heap of fun, but not my style of fun, I'm afraid. So it's time for Ron and Di and I to go off for our adventure. So who knows what it's going to be. I reckon an awesome adventure would be a brewery or some sort of food tasting. Somehow I think that'd be too easy and too warm and cozy. Anyway, we'll find out in a minute. All right, Ron and Di, we're going off on our adventure shortly.
Yeah.
Any guesses as what it might be?
Well, I don't know, but I hope it's warm and tasty.
I just mentioned that I was hoping it might be a brewery or a food location, so...
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
That'd be nice, but don't forget somebody to drive.
Well, oh, that's true, yeah. Well, I'm in the back seat, so I'm okay. Well, I have to say, our guess of a brewery or some sort of eat house was completely wrong. We're doing some e-bikes. The rain's holding off for the moment. Hopefully it stays away. There is a little patch of blue sky over there too, so fingers crossed. Let's have some fun on some e-bikes. There you go, my e-bike. Quite an awesome little Italian e-bike actually. When you pedal it just accelerates a little bit more. When you stop pedaling it stops. No accelerator needed, no throttle needed. Throttle down under, no throttle. Beautiful, what a beautiful location. Riding along on a push bike, honey.
Yeah, sometimes you sing, it's completely involuntary. And that smile that you're wearing, it'll stick around for a good month or so.
Well, I just heard Chelsea say that we've lucked out with the good weather. It is raining. Chelsea, it's raining. But it's still awesome. These bikes are fantastic. And I look cool in a helmet, right? Yeah.
It's quite a significant part of the forest. This forest I mentioned earlier, 60 years old. Only 60. Have a look at the place. Certainly growing well. But an important thing happens at about this stage. And as funny as it might sound initially, all these trees are going to fall over. You can see quite a few through the forest that have fallen over. That's always fun.
Thank you, mate.
Hey, absolute
Really
pleasure.
enjoyed it, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you. I heard along the way, you say to the camera, we've lucked out, the weather's great for this.
Yeah, well, I jinxed it, right?
Yes, the moment you said it, the rain came down and it got just a little bit colder.
There was a dry spell for about maybe 5 minutes and now it's back
It's
again.
absolutely pouring.
The rain's back.
Still loads of fun though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recommend it?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
definitely.
Me too.
Me too.
In the next episode, we leave Apollo Bay behind us as we head up into the mountains towards the Grampians in central Victoria. It's going to be a chilly one, so rug up. See you then.